Life or death, and a decision is coming down to Nebraska voters. The death penalty debate heats up as we wind down towards Election Day. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Starling. The group wanting to keep the death penalty in Nebraska releases a new poll showing Nebraskans support keeping the death penalty by a 2-1 margin. Those against that effort say the poll is skewed.
It's an important decision you'll help decide on November 8th to have the death penalty in Nebraska or not. Last year, the legislature passed LB 268 to repeal the death penalty. After that, enough signatures were gathered to temporarily stop the legislature's decision and wait until election time and let voters decide. The group Repeal the Repeal to reinstate capital punishment released this poll of 600 likely Nebraska voters, taken earlier this month, showing Nebraskans overwhelmingly support keeping the death penalty. They asked the question, if the election was held today, would you vote to retain or repeal LB 268? That is, eliminate the death penalty by voting to retain LB 268 or keep the death penalty by voting to repeal LB 268. The findings show over 24% would keep the death penalty out, about 48% wanting to reinstate the death penalty, with over 11% undecided. But the group Retain a Just Nebraska against the death penalty say there's more that meets the eye.
Frankly, it's a flawed poll.
They say this poll isn't an accurate measurement on how Nebraskans view the death penalty.
Really misleads Nebraskans into thinking that there's no other option than getting rid of the death penalty.
The group thinks if it were worded, replace the death penalty for life in prison without parole, the answers would be different.
It's not as black and white as a poll question to say, do you favor the death penalty or not?
Tomorrow morning, the group Retain a Just Nebraska will hold a news conference to rally supporters on their side with Omaha economist Ernie Goss to go over the economic benefits without a death penalty. There hasn't been an execution in Nebraska since 1997.